Hi guys, I'm live on Facebook. I'm going to go live on Insta. Let's do this. Go live. Okay. Yay! Okay. Hi guys. So I'm on Facebook on this side, I'm on Instagram on this side, and I'm on my iPod on the side. So if I start going cross-eyed, don't be alarmed. Anyway, for those of you who are new to me, my name is Sophie Nick, and I help high-achieving women create more impact, luxury, freedom, and romance in their lives. And manifestation is something that I'm really, really passionate about and something that I help all of my clients with. So I also have this program called Money, Men, and Manifesting, and it's a 90-day program where I help you manifest financial abundance, relationships, not just men. It can even be like soulmate clients and stuff like that. It's really, really dope. And then your purpose as well. So manifestation is something that I'm like talking to my clients about, whether they're like one-on-one or in my group program, like all the time. And hi, I love you to everyone who's on. So yeah, the number one question that I get is like, why the fuck is my manifestation not coming true? So there is a lot of buzz about manifestation, especially like in the world right now, and how like the woo-woo has become more acceptable. And what people aren't realizing is that I'm getting so distracted by the comments on Facebook. I love you guys. What people aren't realizing is that like, you don't just ask for something and then like sit on your ass and expect it to come to you. So if you're trying to manifest a job, you don't just like sit there and you're like, hey universe, like I really want a job. And then you're like fucking postmating food. You're not looking for jobs. You're sitting on your ass, you're chilling, and then you're fucking complaining about your, I don't know, your current status of being fun employed. I don't fucking know. But the point is that like you have to put in the work, and a lot of that work is actually internal work and you reprogramming your subconscious mind, because what you think you believe, that becomes your reality. So it's really important that you're not thinking like really horrible fucked up shit, and that you're actually taking action and showing, you know, the universe or whoever it is, whatever it is that you believe in, that you're not fucking around. So number one, you want to ask for what it is that you want. So you want to get really, really, really clear on what it is that you want and why. So knowing the why of what it is that you want is really helpful in the manifestation process. And another thing is that like when you are manifesting, I suggest like pen to paper and writing down what you want as if you already have that thing. So what happens is that like your brain doesn't know the difference between what's currently going on and what has happened. So if you're telling your brain that something has already happened, your subconscious mind is not going to fight it. Whereas if you say like, I will do X, Y, and Z, or I have, or like, yeah, like I am going to, your brain can fight it because of like the current programming of your mind. So you want to write everything as if it's already happened. You want to get really clear on what it is that you want, and you want to get really clear on why. The other thing is the belief part. So manifestation, it's typically like ask, believe, receive. So you like might want things that you think that you can't have. You might want things that you think that you can have or can't have, whatever it is. But what you need to do is whatever beliefs are attached to that thing, like you need to identify where they're stemming from. So if a part of you is like, well, I can't have financial freedom and like financial abundance, you need to figure out why you think that. So you need to believe that you can have the thing that you want, that you're worthy and deserving of it. So you need to figure out where that negative thought and belief is stemming from, so then that you can ask yourself, like, is this thing ultimately true? Which is probably not. And then what you can do is you can reframe that negative thought or belief into a positive one and actually create an affirmation. So what I have clients do literally all the time is like when they're manifesting and they're at like the belief part of the process, I'm just like, okay, like if there's any part of you that doesn't believe that you're worthy or deserving of this, like where is that stemming from? Is it true? Can we forgive whoever or whatever made you feel that way? And what is a way that we can reframe it? And now go put that fucking reframe in your phone as an alarm and have it go off 3 to 5 times a day. So what this does is when you set an alarm of that new affirmation, you're being reminded of that new thought or belief, and you are reprogramming your subconscious mind. And so that new affirmation becomes like your new belief, your new way of thinking. Therefore, you will create and attract more of what it is that you've, written down as your affirmation. So this is the biggest one, I would say, and it's detaching from the outcome. I've clumped this all together. Detaching from the outcome / taking inspired action / like acting as if. So now that you've like cleared this stuff, it's time to essentially detach from the outcome. So what this means is that trusting that you're supported. So when you go to a restaurant and you order your food, you're not sitting there all fucking desperate, like, where the fuck is my fucking salad? Like, you're not being like all angry and like cray about it. You're just like, oh, I told the server that I want this salad, it's coming. And then it comes, because you're not being a psycho about it, right? Detach from the outcome, know that you're supported. You've already done, the asking, you've already done the believing and the clearing. Now it's time to detach. And then another thing is taking inspired action. So if you're trying to manifest like more clients, and you're just like sitting there and you're not creating content that's inspired, you're not connecting with people, you're not doing all the things to get the thing that you want, you will not manifest that thing. The same thing goes with manifesting a partner. If you are not putting yourself out there in situations in which you can actually meet someone, and you're just like sitting on your ass, like scrolling through Instagram, not doing anything, then why in the actual fuck would someone show up and like, be in your life? You're not putting in the work. And then the other thing, acting as if, it's like, you need to think about like what that version of you who has the things that you want acts like. So if that version of you who has just signed on the client is like super confident and like feels like she knows her shit and she's showing up, start acting like that bitch. If that version of you who has like the partner is super confident and she's like dressing some type of way, like, go do that. Because when you are detaching from the outcome, when you're putting in the work, and when you're literally acting as if, these are all signs that you're showing the universe or whatever it is that you believe in, God, angels, that like you're not fucking around and that you're actually very serious about what it is that you're trying to create. So then the other thing is receiving. So the number one thing that I hear from everyone is that they are not receiving their manifestations. They're like, my manifestation is not coming into fruition. I don't know what's going on. What the fuck is going on? So there are a few things here, and I've taken notes because I've literally gotten so many questions about this. Okay. So if you haven't received what you want, I want you to ask yourself, like, is there a part of me that doesn't feel worthy or deserving of this thing? So the answer may be yes, the answer may be no. And then also asking yourself, like, is there a part of me that is afraid of having this thing? So I see this, like the fear-based one, the most when it comes to financial abundance. So my program, Money, Men, and Manifesting, the first thing that we do is all about money. So I'm helping women clear out all this shit about money. And it's usually that people are afraid of the like responsibility that comes with money. So ask yourself, like, let's say it's money, ask yourself, like, what's so scary about having more? Like, and a lot of the times people are like, well, my taxes are going to be higher, there's going to be more responsibility, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so what's so scary about having more responsibility? Like, why does having more responsibility have to be a bad thing? Like, so really like dive into like what it is that's like holding you back. Because once you're able to like really tap into that and identify those things, you can actually clear that shit. And what you can do too is like go back to the process of believing. So what I tell you to do in the believing stage of this, like go and do that for any limiting beliefs that come up. I seriously have all of my clients do this all the time. I'm always like, what are your fucking like limiting beliefs? Like, we need to go reframe that shit. Because your limiting beliefs are literally beliefs that are holding you back. And chances are that these are things that you've been telling yourself your entire life. So also pay attention to how they're manifesting in different areas of your life. And a lot of the times the beliefs that we have aren't even ours. They're actually like a caretaker's, someone that we looked up to growing up. And so we end up adopting their beliefs because as children, we don't really have like the mental capacity to be like, oh, like this isn't true. Like this isn't like my truth. Oh, and then this is the other thing that I wanted to say. So pay attention to like how it is that you're speaking about the thing that you're wanting to manifest. So a lot of the times people are like, well, why would he call me? Because a popular thing is like manifesting a phone call. But like, well, why would he call me? Or like, why would this client sign on with me when everyone always backs out? But then they're like, oh my God, I'm manifesting this. I'm manifesting a client. I'm manifesting blah, blah, blah. And it's like, if you're speaking about something in such a negative way and you've already decided that like the outcome is that like no one's ever going to sign on with you, or no dude is ever going to call you, or whatever it is, that's going to keep happening because your narrative is that. So if you don't like your narrative, you can fucking rewrite it. And that's like the biggest takeaway that I want you guys to have. And I want you guys to just know that like so much of manifesting is literally you facing your bullshit and clearing out the bullshit, and then like knowing that you can have all the things that you genuinely want. Okay, I'm gonna check for comments on Facebook. Oh my God, hi. Okay, yes. Okay, I'm glad that the alarm is resonating with you guys on Facebook. And then you guys, Instagram, I've never done an Instagram live, so I'm like, what is this? Okay, bear with me, you guys. I feel like a fucking grandma. Okay. Yes, detaching from outcomes will seriously change your life. Astral traveling, down with that. Been doing tons of astral projection this month. Fuck yeah. Oh my God. You know, thank you. Someone said that they'd call me. Like, I'd probably pick up. Okay, you guys, you are so welcome. Okay, so if you are watching the replay or if you have any questions that come up for you during this entire process, DM me. And then, yeah, like I fucking love any and everything manifestation. And if you are a high achieving woman and you're wanting to elevate your relationships, create more freedom, impact, luxury, romance, and create all the fucking things, manifest all the things, DM me and we should totally chat because this is my fucking jam. Let's see, I got a question, call me, haha. Y'all on Instagram got jokes. Okay, but seriously, let me know if you guys need any support around this because I was doing the manifestation process like wrong for so long. And I was like, why is none of the shit that I want coming into fruition? And then once I realized that I was doing it wrong was when I started doing it right. And I've manifested really crazy shit. I've manifested things from like partners to really high months financially in my business, to apartments, to travel, to friends, to all the fucking things. So when it comes to manifestation, and if you're my client, you know this, I don't teach you anything unless I've fucking done it myself. So let me know if you have any questions about this. And if you are someone who is wanting to manifest more things, just DM me and we can totally chat because yeah, I'm like super stoked. Like clearly I'm like really excited about this topic. So yes, love you all. I'm going to sign off on Facebook.